Okay, so I am back again, and I just wanted to invite everyone who is interested in renewing their mind. I was thinking about, I'm gonna use this is a scripture. Yes, I'm a witch who loves scripture. Scripture be on point. You gotta read it right though. It's all talking about you a God. Okay? Put it in the right esoteric context, and it's very useful. Okay, it's really funny how it's been used to harm, and it can also be used to heal. Very deep. So I was looking at thinking about Ecclesiastes 3:3, and it talks about seasons, and there's a time for everything. I won't read the whole thing, but you can go look at it. For everything there is a season and a time for every matter under heaven, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up what is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, and a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. I think that was important. So this is the season of renewal, okay, coming up. March, the equinoxes and the solstices and everything, if you look at them, you see how in the winter everything dies and it's cold. Good. Hey, beautiful Tamu. I'll talk to you in a minute. That's my beautiful friend. Isn't she pretty, y'all? Look at Tamu. So, this is a season of renewal. And, you know, in the winter, things die. In the fall, things start to die or start to fall away. And then in the winter, everything's cold and just is dead, right? And then things come back, you know. After the winter comes the spring, and then comes the summer. So we have all these seasons. And if you as a woman align yourself to all these seasons and all these particular times, you can start to make some real changes in your life. Look, we're not going to be working our whole life trying to make changes. It's ridiculous. We don't need to be every single month casting spells. I think I spoke about this before on my page. Casting a spell every month for certain things. Certain things should just be happening. They should be flowing, and you're just doing maintenance, okay? So if you're finding that things are not working for you and you're having trouble manifesting and getting the things that you want and you need in your life, guess what? Let's do a purge. You got some stuff in there that is continuing to keep you from your best life, your best self, the actual things that you want to do, okay? So a purge is what is usually necessary. You have to get to a point where if you see that things are not working, then you have to be able to sit down and be like, look, something else going on. And I need to dig a little deeper. I need to figure out exactly what it is. And many, many times it is misinformation that we have been given. And we've been living and operating out of that misinformation. And that is why our lives are not working. You shouldn't have to be doing no money spell every damn month for a few $100s. Okay, you know, whatever amount of money makes you happy, that's fine. But me, I want more. I want abundance. Okay, I want enough to be extremely comfortable, to travel, to explore this world, and also to give back to others. You must have excess to do that. You do not give from your, what I tell y'all, look at my profile picture. I haven't changed it. You cannot serve from an empty cup. Fill your cup up first. That is, I'm telling you, you must fill your cup up first before you try to serve others. I already know that many of us did things out of season, out of order. We've had children when we weren't prepared. We've had children with people that do not work with us. They're not an asset to us. They might not even be around. I know this. So we're going to meet everybody where they are. Make adjustments for everyone, you know, to kind of help you to be able to flow wherever you are. I know that everybody's situation is not ideal. However, we're going to have to start where we are and start making adjustments and start moving forward, okay? So I want to start a 30-day purge. Not just a cleanse, but a purge. To remove everything. Because look, on all levels, okay, you know, a lot of people try to be one-dimensional. You are multi-dimensional. You cannot just attack something from one dimension and think that it's going, I need my water. Hold on, I'm sorry. And I need not to hit. Let me put my computer down. That's what hit the tripod. Sorry. So yeah, most people try to hit things from one angle, and it's not gonna work. So you're gonna have to be multidimensional with this approach. So let's say you're doing a parasite cleanse for your body. A lot of people with spring cleaning and things like that, they think about doing they clean their home, but they don't clean their body or their mind. So we're going to do a holistic purge, okay? Mind, body, spirit, okay? Mind to me is your thoughts, the things that you're consuming. I'm talking about the people that you are hanging around, the company you are keeping, because whoever you're hanging around, that's who you're going to become. You literally entrain with other people. I'm going to explain this and this whole 30-day purge. I'm going to break this down into science for you, because science explains so much, you know. A lot of us try to get deep and try to go into the metaphysics and the deepness. Look, honey, you can look at simple science and simple biology and simple physics and learn a lot about how things work. So when you look at entrainment with energy, if you take a tuning fork and you hit it, and there's a tuning fork of a similar structure, the same note or tone, that other tuning fork will literally start vibrating just because the one has been struck and it's now vibrating, and that wave of energy is going out and it hits the other tuning fork, and now it starts to vibrate the same way like the other tuning fork, and it was never struck. Okay, that's the same with you. When you are around people, you can look that up as a scientific experience. You can look up online. When you are around people, you're gonna start vibrating to their tone, to their note. You're gonna start singing a song. Okay, so you want to be very picky with whom you are around, and I don't care who it is. Anybody can get this savage. I don't care who it is. Your mama, you might have to tell mama, look, mama, I'm on a 30-day purge. You be on the phone talking about that negativity. You ain't being supportive. I'm going to have to holler at you later. If you do holler at her again. You might come out of this 30-day purge and I ain't fooling with nobody. I'm just saying. Look, self-preservation is not a game. It is not a game. I'm not for the light of heart. I ain't coming simple and easy. I am telling you what it is going to take. Now, if you have a conversation with someone and you set your boundaries, you let them know this is what I will tolerate and I won't, and they refuse, I'm not saying not to try. I'm not saying not to make an attempt. I'm not saying not to say, you know, look, your behavior is harming me. Let's have a discussion. What's impeding me from moving forward? You know, let's have a discussion. If you have that discussion, if you go to therapy with this person and they are still not hearing you, now it's time for your scissors. And you have to be that preserving. And yes, I'm telling you to cut off your mama and your daddy and your cousin, whoever. I don't care who it is. Anybody can get this. Everybody can get this savage, okay? Everybody. Nobody's exempt. Ain't nobody special but me. I am special. And you are special. So we're going to have to cut off these unhealthy relationships, period. And if you're not ready to do that, then don't even bother joining the purge, because I'm going to tell you to do that, okay? But if you are wanting to be happy and whole and have peace in your life, you're going to have to be ready to make some hard decisions, okay? And there's just no bones about it. You're just going to have to cut people off. You might have to cut them off for a period of time so that they see that you are serious, because people only pay attention to your actions. If you sit up here paying all this lip service, talking about, oh, I'm not going to talk to you no more, and the next day you call them, they don't believe you. And I wouldn't either, because you lied. You said you're not going to talk to them, and now you're talking to them. So this is why they're continuing in the behavior that they are, because you are not being truthful, okay? So cutting off people and relationships. Parasite cleanses. Parasites of people and of food. You know, the parasites that are in using food and herbs and tinctures and different things to remove the parasites from our body. You're also going to have to remove the parasites from your life. I guarantee you, if you sit up here and somebody tell me you got candida and all this stuff, or any other kind of parasite, I guarantee if you do some investigating, you have a parasitic person somewhere in your life who is feeding off of you. That's what parasites do. Look it up. Parasite, what do? They feed off of you, okay? And they're not giving you anything in exchange or in return. There is no reciprocal relationship. So if that is the case, you need to cut that parasite off, and you are making yourself susceptible to the microorganisms that are parasitic because of your parasitic relationship with people on the outside. As without, so within. All these universal laws are applicable, okay? So if you have that overgrowth and that kind of stuff going on with parasites and stuff in your body, I guarantee you every time you got somebody or some situation, it could be a job, it could be anything, that is being parasitic to you. So we're going to cut that out, okay? Overeating to compensate for a lack of affection, things of that nature, we're going to purge all of that stuff because we're going to find us something to do that actually gives us true love for ourselves, okay? So for 30 days, if you would like to join, we're going to work on all those things, and it's not going to be enough for the faint of heart. I'm going to post some things to get you prepared because actually it starts, the equinox starts on the 20th, not the 21st this year. The first day of spring is on the 21st, but I'm going by the actual placement of the sun and all that stuff and how everything's placed. It starts on the 20th, which will be Monday, March the 20th. And I think this is a good time because it was the full moon and now it is getting dark. So that's when we start releasing things. That's the energy is really good. I'm going to talk to my astrologically inclined friends. I'm talking about like the planets and stuff because I'm not an expert at that, but I can always read something and I can always consult. That's what you do when you're not an expert yet. You learn and you go consult people who are. But there's some, I think they said it is in Pisces, this Venus retrograde, which is good for releasing some shit too. Yes, releasing. Don't start nothing. But releasing, going back, these are relationships. A parasitic relationship, a lack of love. What's the first thing I said? All these different things I'm talking about, they all have to do with relationships. Venus, planet of love, relationships and stuff. So this is a perfect time for that. Oh my gosh, we on point with it. This is a perfect time to go back and look. Retrograde means to go back, regress, go back and look at it. It means back. Retro means back. Move back. Go back and look at how these relationships are affecting you, how they are draining you, how they're not helping you. And if you have people that keep coming back up into your life, don't be fooled and think, oh, they just came up for no reason. They came back to say knock, knock. Let's think about, these relationships you have participated in the past. I had it happen to me, and it wasn't that the person actually talked to me. They might have been thinking about me because that happens too. Those connections, they start thinking about you, and you start to feel it. So you have to do some really cutting off and purging and cleansing to keep these people out of your energy, okay? So, definitely, I had to do some breathing and some focusing to get this energy off of me because obviously somebody out there thinking about me. I know who it is. I ain't gonna tell you, but I know who it is. But, yeah, you need to go back and retrace your steps and be like, okay, where have I neglected myself? Where have I not done enough for me? So this is a perfect time. Everything's in alignment for us to purge and cleanse and go back and see where we need to become more self-caring, more self-loving, where we need to remove things, remove attachments and things. And I think this is awesome. So I'm going to post a couple of things on my page and in my group and on my YouTube channel about how you can prepare for this purge mentally, physically, and spiritually. And I always like to call the spirit energy or energetically, okay? To purge your energy, to clean up house, okay? If you don't know exactly where you need to go, I do spiritual consultations or readings, okay? And really, I use cards, I use different tools, but I'm really good at listening to people and hearing what they're saying and then kind of figuring out what they want. So if you need something like that, inbox me. I'm going to put up a page on my website because I need to be, have that available where it's really easy for people to get it. The spiritual consultations. If you want one, I'm going to do them at a discounted rate so you can get started. If you don't have a clue what you need to work on or where you need to start, then, inbox me here or I'll put up a link, and once I put it on YouTube, I'll put a link there so you can have something. Get prepared this week. The first thing you can do first is just to clean up your environment. You know, clean up your house. Hire somebody. You don't have to clean yourself, y'all. Hire somebody. Just look through the one-time fee, clean up, help you come. If you don't want to do it, have them help you clean up. Do something. Clean your environment. Get things nice and fresh. Wash your, sheets really well. Throw some baking soda in the mix. I'll be putting rosemary in my rinse water when I wash stuff. We'll talk about all this stuff. There's all kinds of little herbal things you can do, essential oils and things that you can use. So crystals that you can put into your room to help soak up some of that negativity. And some mental exercises, breathing, getting out in nature. You just need to purge, y'all. Everybody needs to purge. This is the perfect time. And we're going to do it together. Do it as a support. Work together. And I've already started my cleanse. I'm 17 days in. But it's time to get a few days in. Drink your water. Get your containers. Make sure you get those big jugs. Fill them up. Guzzle it down. Guzzle another one down. Get your water in to purge and move those toxins out of your system. Eat less meat because it's heavy. Choosing more organic, more light, more nutrition dense food. Cutting off those negative people. Them people that rub you the wrong way, cut them off. Let them know in 30 days. I may or may not come back to you. Okay? So, I'm going to post more information. It will be up by tomorrow. The webpage, all the announcements, everything. I'm going to create a Facebook group. So, if you want to join, comment. And like I said, it'll be up by tomorrow. I got to work on it today and then part of tomorrow. And by tomorrow, it'll be up. But it's just going to be me really sharing what I'm already doing with everyone. And then everybody needs support. I need support. I need to see that other people are with me and doing things. It's a good thing to have community and have people on a focus. You might not have the exact same goals. We might not have the exact same goals. But the ultimate goal, or the specifics might not be the exact thing, but the ultimate goal is to have a life of sovereignty, of self-preservation, a life that is fulfilling to us and we're not sitting there selling ourselves out like the cheapest thing on the street to everybody else. No, we are taking care of ourselves so that we can glow and enjoy good health, and finances are on point. If your mind is not right, nothing else is going to be right. So you must get your mind right, get your health right, your spirit right, your energy, all that. So y'all look for that. I'll have it up by tomorrow, have everything in line. Start putting out these little tips for things for you to get ready, because spring is a time of renewal, and we're going to jumpstart it by purging some things, and then we're going to remove things. And as you remove things, you must put something new in. You cannot just release things and not put something in its place. Something's got to feel that energy. And if you don't fill it up purposely with something, then any and everything can just come in and say, ooh, free space. That's how energy works. You can't just clear out energy and then not put something new there. So I will talk to y'all later. Look out for my video or the announcement. Whatever I end up putting up, probably like an announcement or something. So I love y'all, and I will talk to y'all later. Peace.